If you're like me, you hate to waste food. Luckily, there are ways that you can extend the use of different kinds of food scraps that you normally throw away, especially vegetable trimmings. The basic rule of thumb is, anytime you're chopping up a vegetable for a dish, take the parts that you would normally throw away, put them in a plastic bag, and keep it in the freezer. The three main vegetables that you want to use a lot of trimmings of are onions, you can use the ends and the skin, celery, of which you can use either end or any parts that you don't normally use, and carrots. I usually peel carrots when I'm using them. Take those peels, put them in your Ziploc bag in the freezer. There are plenty of other vegetables that give good flavor to stock as well. Parsley, for instance. Take the stalks, which you don't normally use, keep them in the freezer, they will give a lovely flavor to your stock. Mushrooms, if you don't use the stems or if you only use part of the stems, the trimmings will add a really nice meaty flavor to your stock. There are other vegetables that have sort of a more intense flavor, like for instance, asparagus, and you can add a little bit of them, you just want to make sure that you don't want to add so much that they totally overpower your stock. Now there is one category of vegetable that you should not add to stock ever, and that is the cabbage family, including broccoli, cauliflower, collard greens, Brussels sprouts. It just has a very overpowering, strong, and almost kind of bitter flavor that will basically ruin your stock. Once you have a bag full of frozen vegetable trimmings that's pretty full and diverse, you take the bag, empty it into a pot, cover it with water, bring it to a boil, and then simmer it for about an hour. Make sure you add salt, pepper, and also bay leaves if you have them, and you'll end up with a surprisingly flavorful stock. So remember, anytime you're about to throw part of a vegetable away, don't. Put it in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. It still has tons of flavor in it that you can unleash if you put it in stock.